In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my keto meals and snacks, doing a food review, and showing you some of the things we picked up at the estate sale today. So if we leave the house these days, I'm packing a little cooler. First of all, I'm gonna need snacks and also need to keep my insulin cool because it can't get hot. Now time to hit up a few estate sales. It's early, even for me. I had my alarm set this morning for 5:40, and that's because the first estate sale that my oldest, Preston, wants to go to is a 45-minute drive away, and it starts at 8. I'll show you a few of the things that we pick up in today's chat. Only hit up 2 estate sales today, but we were in Abingdon, Virginia, and we spotted this antique store. If you're ever in the area, go in. Did a blood sugar check while I was inside, and unfortunately, I've got the down arrow. Okay, they're still inside, but I had to come out to the car to have a snack. I'm gonna go ahead and have a bottle of water and try to cool down. It's been about 45 minutes and my blood sugar is still low. So on to snack number 2. I'm gonna have 3 Duke's Shorty sausages, a cheese stick, and a Faygo Diet Grape. But I think it's time that we head home. Pit stop at Chick-fil-A, kids are hungry. We called it a day early because, well, there's actually 2 reasons. First of all, I couldn't get my blood sugar stable. I kept dropping all day. And 2, the weather couldn't decide what it wanted to do. One minute it's sunny and 95 degrees. The next minute it's raining. So it was making the humidity pretty much unbearable. Quincy, on the other hand, he's glad we're home. This is a sip and chat, and I'm having key lime LaCroix with Jordan's skinny syrup mixed in. Once we're done chatting, I'm gonna run inside and start my lunch in the air fryer because it's too hot for the oven. Let's start off with important business first. Remember last week's video when I was talking about my fast-acting insulin that I take? I was calling it Lispro. No, it has Lispro in it, but what I'm taking now is Lyumjev. Lyumjev was just approved, I think, in 2020, and it is an ultra fast acting insulin. The other insulins that I have been trying, I have been through I think 3 or 4 at this point, weren't working for me. I would take the insulin, which is supposed to be fast acting, Lispro, Humalog, and a few others, and it was taking up to 2 hours before they would start to bring my blood sugar down, meaning I had to wait 2 hours before I could eat. That makes for a very hangry Kristi. Nobody wants that. So my endocrinologist had gave me some samples of the Lyumjev, and it was working in like 30-40 minutes. I love it. It's amazing, but let me tell you, I physically, mentally, emotionally had to jump through hoops to get my insurance to approve it. It took 2 weeks of back and forth phone calls from me, the doctor, the pharmacist to get this insulin. So basically what happened was during that 2-week time frame, I had to go back on Humalog, which means my blood sugar started to go all over the place. I was waking up some mornings and it was in the 200s. I would go super high, then I would go super low. So hopefully in the next day or 2 or 3, actually the endocrinologist said it could be about a week, it'll get back to normal now that I am on the Lyumjev. My rheumatologist called and said that all my lab work came back great. I don't know how that's even possible. I honestly don't. The thought of waiting for those markers to finally show something and the fact that it could take years before they do is so frustrating. So frustrating. I don't know how people do it because it is exhausting. Just knowing something is wrong, but getting a diagnosis is so difficult. It's just I'm so sorry for any of you that have to go through this. And I know there are lots of you that do, that had to wait years, even a decade before a diagnosis. While I had the nurse on the phone, I asked how my iron levels looked. She said they were in the normal range, which surprises me. And the only thing that I can attribute that to is the fact that I picked up these Iron Plus patches. This is what they look like. I just put one on the back of my shoulder every other day, even though it says one daily. This is the only thing I have been doing different. They have a website, but I picked mine up off of Amazon, and what I'll do is I'll link them in the description box just in case you want to go check these out. So that's what's going on with me and my health. Everything else is okay. Brain fog still high. Now on to the fun stuff. We went to the estate sales again today. Me and Chris, Briley, my 13-year-old, and Preston, my 26-year-old. Probably not something we plan on doing every single weekend, but there was something at this particular estate sale that Preston was interested in. Him and Briley both play D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. And this estate sale today had a collection of dice, and they both wanted to go get that so that they could take it with them on the weekends to play D&D. So that's why we went today. Now, did I find things? Of course. Am I just going to be buying stuff to be buying stuff when I go? No. I've been wanting to pick up some plates and some cups and mugs and saucers and things like that at a very cheap price. That's more decorative, so that when I take pictures for Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, even over here, then I'll be able to use those pretty plates. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Pioneer Woman plates that I use. I decided today I was going to go ahead and pick some up. Now, we're talking 50 cents, $1. Chris got one that was $2 because he felt like we needed it. Just decorative for photos. And several of the mugs are vintage. I'm considering doing a whole video over on my other channel, Easily Influenced, because I've not posted over there in ages, showing what we have been picking up, because I just don't feel like it would fit into the YouTube algorithm over here, and maybe a lot of my keto peeps wouldn't want to see what we're doing. But Preston, my 26-year-old, his uranium glass or depression glass collection is getting pretty massive. He's finding pieces for like $1, $2. Briley found some more cassettes, so we went ahead and got those. And then I even found a case for her to put them all in. I got a few, I don't remember, maybe the Corningware or the Pyrex, I can't remember which one it was. I found a few more pieces, like little casserole dishes. If you all want me to make an entire video on my other channel so you can see what all I picked up, then let me know. But of course I did insert some pictures here so you could see. But for now, the plan is to stay home for the next several days because Mr. Quincy here is not happy about us leaving him, and so his tummy's a little upset. And you know how Quincy gets when his stomach's upset, and we don't want to have another episode. I'm gonna go throw some lunch in the air fryer and try to get my blood sugar stabilized. Chris has just left to go metal detecting. I wonder which child that is texting me, or if it's Chris. It was Chris, because I just checked my blood sugar and it's 58. So let's go eat. Finally trying the Real Good Foods crispy chicken shell tacos. There's 2 in a package. You keep them in the freezer. This is what they look like as soon as you open the box. They did not have air fryer instructions, so I just threw them in at 350 and kept an eye on them and left them until I thought they were done. Added some cheese, salsa, and sour cream. I'm going to attempt to eat both of these, and I'm going to have 2 jalapeno poppers. I'm going to go sit down and eat these, drink some water, and when I'm done, I'm going to come back and give you a review. Let you know my thoughts. Let's take a few seconds and talk about this lunch. I picked this up at Walmart in the freezer section. I think they had 3 different types available, seasoned with white chicken meat, cheddar, and Monterey Jack cheese. And the shell is basically just chicken. 2 net carbs each. So if I eat the entire package, it would be 4 net carbs or 6 total carbs, meaning it's not going to require that much insulin for me, and you should have no blood sugar spike if you're not a diabetic. Let's just assume for a moment that everybody that eats these is going to eat both at a time. That's going to be 550 calories, 36 fat, and 49 protein. For those of you that want to know what your ingredients look like, there they are. You can pause it and check them out. Will I repurchase these? Heck yeah. Are they expensive? About $5.50 for this box. But if you're looking for convenience and low carbs, this is the way to go. I definitely want to try the other variations that they have, the other flavors. Out of all of the Real Good Foods products that I have tried in the past, this one is hands down my favorite. Now, of course, I did add stuff to it. I doctored it up, but I do that with everything. This was not a sponsored video. Just a girl sitting here eating her low carb tacos. I wanted to give a review. If you've tried the other flavors, let me know what your thoughts are so I'll know which one to pick up next. So since I checked in last, I managed to tackle Laundry Mountain. Do you guys have as much laundry as I do? I swear, I think I do 2 loads a day. I don't know how it's possible. We have a ton of dirty dishes and a ton of laundry. It's never ending. So Chris is finally back home from metal detecting, which means it's time for dinner. And I'm gonna show you my favorite meal to prepare right now. I'm calling it pork chop nuggets. And guess what? They're going in the air fryer too. They're so easy. I can make them different every single time. They're absolutely delicious. And out of all of the meats right now that you can pick up, pork chops is the cheapest. So I'm saving some money. All you do, take your pork chops, cube them up, toss in your favorite oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil, then add your seasoning. I'm using Flavor God Ranch. I recently picked this up. I showed it in a grocery haul and I love it. It's got clean ingredients, no maltodextrin, dextrose, sugar. Shake it up so that they're coated and then go ahead and put them in the air fryer. I'm going to line the bottom of my basket. It's going to be easy cleanup. Put the pork chop nuggets in a single layer and then I'm going to turn these on at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes, but I'm going to check on them because I don't want to get them burnt. Sometimes they cook quicker. It just depends on the thickness of your pork chops. If you don't have an air fryer yet, I'm going to have mine linked in the description box for you. Here's what they look like when they're finished. I'm going to go ahead and put these on a plate. I did fix some green beans. They're just canned. I put them on the stove and I heat those up in butter, added pink salt, and we're going to have some coleslaw, which I meal prepped earlier in the week. To drink, I'm having another key lime LaCroix with Jordan's Skinny Syrup, still out of strawberry. Need to order it, but I added cherry. It has been a long day. I mean, I've been up since like 5:40. I've washed my face, changed my clothes, and now I'm gonna brush my teeth and go to bed. I know, hard to believe, but I skipped dessert tonight only because I have found the best way to control my blood sugar right now is to not eat late at night so that I don't spike throughout the evening and then have a horrible high in the morning. But like I said, I'm gonna have this all under control soon because I got my new insulin. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and let me know, do you guys want to see a thrifting haul video? Estate sales, antique stores? If you do, I'll put it on Easily Influenced. Remember, check out the description box for any specials, discount codes. If you don't already follow me, subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out my other social media accounts. See you guys in the next video. Bye.